Right before we begin today's video, if you'd like to receive alerts about some of the best credit card offers, just go to this link in the description below to subscribe to my all-new credit card offer alerts. Simply enter your name and email and I'll start sending you those alerts for free. If you've ever heard people talk about how they consistently get crazy value out of their Amex points by redeeming via transfer partners and felt completely lost about how they did it, this video will clear everything up for you. That's because there's a secret Amex benefit that almost nobody knows about, but you're about to become an insider. That way, you can start going on way better vacations using way fewer points and having more money left over. And if that's something that you want in your life, then get ready because we're about to make it happen right now. The secret benefit that I'm referring to here is called Point Me. Now, you may have heard of this. It's actually a standalone site that's been around for a number of years. But here's the thing. Back in March of 2024, they partnered with American Express, launching a custom experience exclusively for American Express cardholders. And this is awesome because as great as Point Me is on its own, it is actually a paid program. There are several different tiers that you can buy here. Their most popular one is the standard one at $129 per year. A great deal, especially if you're about to save hundreds or thousands of dollars on a flight. But it gets even better because the Amex version is completely free. The caveat here being that it only works with Amex transfer partners, and that's totally fine because in this video we're talking about how to use Amex points in the best way possible. And the best way possible is the use of transfer partners to book your flights because those give you the greatest probability by far of getting the highest value for your points. The problem though is that they can be extremely confusing and oftentimes require the expert travel reward hacker to figure it all out. But thanks to Point Me, that no longer has to be the case. You can think of it as a search engine, but rather than getting cash prices like you would see on Expedia or some sort of bank portal, Point Me actually gives you the award rate prices. Here's how it works. All right, here we are on the Point Me/Amex partnership site here. So let's do a search and bring this all to life. We'll search from New York, all airports to broaden our options here because all three of the major airports are really close together. We'll go to, let's make this more interesting, HKG, Hong Kong. And let's depart here in the month of September, so it's a little bit further out, maybe some more inventory. We'll choose mid-month, September 15th, and click on search. And away we go. Now this will take some time, maybe 30, 45 seconds to a minute as it loads a ton of inventory here. So I'm gonna pause this real quick, be right back once we have all the options to choose from. All right, results loaded. So let's scroll down here. There are first of all, a few different filters you can have here at the top. Search by airlines, also the number of stops, the different times for your departures and arrivals. Also the airports. If you want to filter any of this down or broaden things up, you can do so. Also 3 more tabs here for the Point Me pick, what they deem as the best option overall, the one with the fewest number of points being used, or the quickest route, of course, involving your time here. And then at the very top, you can actually browse different days before or after the one that you selected first of all. So check this out here. If we do Cathay Pacific, we can spend here 50,500 points and $121 in fees and taxes. This is one way, by the way. If you want to do round trip, that's also an option right up here. There are a bunch of filters here at the top. So there's round trip. Here's number of passengers if you're a family. Also, if you want to do economy/premium econ, or even business and first class. So whatever you're interested in, make it, of course, customized to your preferences. But again, here with economy, one way out, 50,500 points, $121 in fees and taxes via the Qantas frequent flyer program. You may not have thought to transfer Amex points into an Australian air carrier to not fly that carrier, but rather an Asian carrier, Cathay, which is what we're really flying here. So that shows you the complexity of thought, but it all is nicely laid out, and hopefully it's now broadening your perspective of what's really possible with points, miles, and really transfer partners. So we have a number of Cathay Pacific options here with the Qantas program. And we also have Korean Air, and that's going to be done with the Delta SkyMiles program. We also have KLM here, which is the Flying Blue, so with Air France and KLM. Some of these have multiple operators/carriers, so American Airlines and Cathay Pacific. We've got also Air France again, and also Japan Airlines. That's done via British Airways. For those of you who may be new to this concept of alliances and flying the carrier that you did not transfer to, understand that there's these things called airline alliances. I opened up a few tabs here for you. So one of them is called the SkyTeam Alliance. Just go to skyteam.com, scroll down to the very bottom. This is their footer section on their website, and it shows you all these airlines that participate in the SkyTeam Alliance. So we already saw here Delta, if we transfer from Amex to Delta to fly Korean Air, that's because they're in the same alliance, and you can actually have certain miles and benefits even transfer between these airlines that are compatible. There's also the Star Alliance program. So here we have Air Canada, Avianca, Turkish Airlines, United, and a bunch of others. This is staralliance.com, and then we also have oneworld.com, where we've got American, Alaskan, British Airways, Cathay Pacific, and the list goes on down as well. Let me jump in here real quick to briefly mention that a great way to earn a lot of Amex points quickly, to then be able to have Point Me guide you in the best way to use them, is A, through welcome offers of new cards, and B, through using the right card at the right time for the right purchase. Because some cards, like the gold card, might give you 4 points per dollar at the supermarket, while using a card like the platinum card will give you 5 points per dollar on flights. Now, of course, as you get multiple cards, managing them all and keeping track of all their benefits can be quite a hassle. So to help make that really easy for you all, check out today's sponsor called Matt's Rewards. Matt's Rewards helps you manage multiple cards, benefits, rewards, and more all in one place. It's your all-in-one dashboard to view your credit card balances, the value of your rewards, any upcoming bills that you may have, and even your credit scores. It even shows you a list of all your transactions across all cards from all banks in one scrollable list. That way you know where you've been spending your money. And for any of those cards you may have with credits that are issued either monthly, quarterly, or annually, Matt's Rewards allows you to see how much of those credits you've used and when they expire. The same holds true for any cards that you have with quarterly or annual spend caps, to make sure that you're tracking your progress there and earning the most amount of rewards per card. Then if you ever find yourself out and about wondering which card to use for a given transaction to really earn the most amount of rewards on that purchase, you can even see the best card to use by category or by location around you. And lastly, to really supercharge your rewards, all of your Amex offers, Chase offers, and more can automatically be activated by Matt's Rewards at the gold level. That way you don't have to scroll through them all one by one and do them yourself. So if you'd like to try Matt's Rewards, either the totally free version or the elevated gold tier with even more features, check out the link down below to get your 1 week free gold trial plus a 1 month discount using the link directly or adding the code MARKR. Now back to how Point Me can help point you in the right direction to get more value for your points. Back over to Point Me, let's do an example with an airline that pretty much everybody knows here in the US. We'll choose one of the Delta/Korean options. The reason why I like this as a demo, even though it may not be the cheapest rate for using points and miles, look at the fees and taxes. $37. Compared to the likes of using the Flying Blue program with Air France and KLM, $198. Or the Qantas program was $121. The American Airlines and Cathay combination was $200. Now, still potentially a good deal to only spend $200 going all the way over to Asia, but still, the difference in points here is not that great. 47,000 versus 54,000. So an extra 7,000 points, but significantly reducing our taxes. So let's choose the one here, departing at 12:50 a.m. and then landing at 10:55 in the morning to begin a whole new day over there in Hong Kong. We'll click on Delta SkyMiles / this whole tab, and that will bring up this page here. So you can review your flight details, all the layovers, the flight numbers, all the way down, the class, which is economy here, and then over to step number 2. Select a reward booking. We'll help you transfer points to an eligible airline program, and then you can book directly with them. That's how this works. You have Amex points, you move them out to the airline program, and then you book in the airline program. You're done with Amex. Total price includes taxes and fees for one adult. Of course, additional bag fees and other stuff may apply later on. So here's the deal, 54,000 points and $37 in fees and taxes. Let's select that deal. And here's where Point Me is here to help you out. They'll walk you through the steps to book your reward flight. So 1, prepare your account. If you don't already have one, then you want to create an account with Delta SkyMiles. Literally go over to delta.com, click on sign up, and then go through the process here to sign up for the reward program. Really simple stuff. It's totally free to you, and this allows you to earn Delta SkyMiles as well. Once you have your Delta account, you'll then have your loyalty number with Delta, and you want to link it to your Amex account. Because remember, we're transferring from Amex into Delta. The second part of step 1 here was to find a matching flight using Delta SkyMiles booking search. I'll show you that here. And then step 2, we transfer points, so we confirm the Amex membership reward point balance that we have. If we have enough, which will be again 54,000 points, we want to transfer those from Amex into Delta SkyMiles and finally book the flight. If any part of that confuses you, there's another button that says learn how to book this flight down here. So clicking on that, it then literally walks you through everything with screenshots and screen recordings of how to do this. So sign up at delta.com. After you sign up, document your SkyMiles number, everything that I already told you. You'll need this to transfer the points. And then click here. It'll send you out to Delta to create your account. Conduct your search within the Delta site. So let me do that right now for you all. I have Delta open on another tab. So we were doing New York. I'll keep it broad for the New York City airports. We'll then go over to HKG, Hong Kong. One way, this was September 15th. One passenger, economy, great. I'm selecting shop with miles because I want to make sure that there's award inventory available, and then search. Now that's doing its thing to load all the results here, and we'll see what we get. Remember, we're looking for a flight with Korean Air. Looking pretty good so far. There's our 54,000 point rate and $13 in fees and taxes. The one we had was a bit more, but let's check it out. Click on that, go to continue. So the first departing flight was KE86. Ultimately, after the layover, KE171. So back on over to Delta. Here's 1250, 1055. There we go. KE86, KE171. Boom, just like that. 54,000 miles, $37 in fees and taxes. Still 2 more left at this price. Point me, truly search for real-time award availability. Love it. And the other option, by the way, that had the lower fees and taxes for $13, that was a different flight here with even more layovers, 2 layovers. So even on Delta site, you can see more options. That may be less convenient. This is 24 hours, 50 minutes all in, but hey, search in there as well. All right, so we've confirmed availability. Now we can go into our Amex account, log in, and go ahead and make the transfer from Amex over to Delta. Okay, I logged in. Made sure that you choose some Amex card that you have that earns membership rewards points. This does not work for cashback cards. So once you've chosen your card there, then you want to go over to rewards and benefits. On the page that follows, you can either go to earn and redeem and then down to transfer points, or you can go down a bit further on the main page and just click on transfer points. From here, you'll be able to see a couple highlighted partners. Go to view all, and now we can see them all. So right here at the top, there's Delta SkyMiles. Go to show details, and here's where you can make your transfer. Right now, I don't have enough points. I did a major Amex redemption already, so I'm capped out. I actually have negative points because I had a return that I made with a 0 point balance, so there you go. But anyway, once you're here, you can, of course, use the slider here or type in the amount of points, so 54,000 points. Do be aware that when you transfer Amex points to a US or domestic carrier, there is this thing called the excise tax offset fee. Not a case with international partners, but the US ones do have it. So unfortunately for my transfer of 54,000 points, there's a $32.40 charge that'll be charged to your credit card. You can then link your Delta SkyMiles account right here. So I already have mine entered, but I could go to link another account and then enter my Delta number right there. To show you this as an example for something that's not already linked, let's do, for example, Aer Lingus. I could go to show details, and then from there, I would enter my Aer Lingus number, continue, and go through the same process that you just saw. But you've got to put your loyalty number in so Amex knows which Delta account or Aer Lingus account to send the points to. Once the transfer is complete, you'll then have those 54,000 points in your Delta account, and then you go through the Delta booking process to go ahead and redeem your Delta SkyMiles for your flight to Hong Kong. Finally, back here on Point Me to give you the full circle conclusion here of their tutorial. This is where they were booking their flight that they were giving you in their demo. Next screen is to conduct your search on Delta's site to find the award availability. Then we have the transfer process on Amex's side that you just saw, complete with the slider, the points, any fees you have to pay. And then the next screen here is the checkout by actually going through the Delta booking process and closing out your itinerary. And that is how virtually anybody can take a massive step forward in mastering not only the transfer partner game, but the credit card game broadly. That said, if you want to immediately start taking advantage of this incredibly powerful tool to start traveling the world for way less than you would have thought otherwise, go to this site right here, amex.point.me. Again, this only works with Amex's transfer partners, those 18 airlines that we saw earlier. And for a totally free version of Point.me, that is beyond great. So start playing around with this, see what itineraries you can come up with, and hey, plan that next summer vacation, spring break, or just leisure trip to your liking and see what you can come up with. Thank you all for watching. I hope it was helpful. And before you leave, be sure to check out the links down below in the description area to earn some more cash back when you shop online through Rakuten. Best of all, you can even change your reward preference from cashback to Amex points if you like. To sign up for Matt's Rewards and better manage multiple cards, rewards, benefits, and more all in one place. And to view my site with some great credit card offers that you can now filter down by reward category, benefit, and more to easily find the cards that you like best. And of course, if you want me to email you great credit card offers directly to your inbox when bigger offers become available, be sure to subscribe to that newsletter as well, and I'll send you those for free. I'll see you all in the next one.